For joining us on Valley News Live. We have some areas quieting down now, and for all of our southern counties, it started today off with a very wet conditions. It's mainly been poised up north. We're looking at the Devil's Lake camera. It's pointed to the north, and we still see some flashes of lightning north of town as thunderstorms continue to skirt the area. Oh, Roseau County, a quick dash of storms dumping hail. That hail upwards of, well, just over, I should say, a half of an inch in diameter. This morning's rain in Fargo, about 3/4 of an inch. Numerous locations, including most that you see here, over 1 inch of rain. And how about Parker's Prairie in southern and eastern Otter Tail County, over 3 1/3 inches there. Here's tonight's hail from the Salal area. Thanks so much, Joe, for taking the time to measure said hail at about, maybe 5/8 of an inch as that stone was measuring. These moving off toward the Twin Cities. This batch of storms has been percolating through Winnipeg all night, dashing through the prairie with wind and hail and a lot of warnings. For us, we saw things fire up in the 6 to 7 o'clock time frame, generally closer to 7. And we still have a few remnant storms out there. Look at this stationary thing. We'll look a little closer at that north of the Harvey area. And this batch moving out of Winnipeg is making its way towards our northwest Minnesota counties. Here are the features that Hutch sees in his drawings here to help you get an idea. It's 15 miles away from the northern and eastern quadrant of Kittson County and northwestern Roseau County. This little batch of showers is heading right toward the lake and towards the War Road area. These are non-severe at this time. This backward C shape you see here, that's generally indicative of outflow from the storm, pushing this storm forward, accelerating it, and causing some windy conditions. So wind may indeed be the greatest threat from this. As we look at Lake of the Woods, here it is, 30 miles away from the leading edge of the storm or so. It's moving at 30 miles an hour, so about an hour before the heaviest of that storm system makes its way right here to the edge of Lake of the Woods. A little bit of hail with this, but notice a trend from the bright blue, bigger hail, the purple, a little smaller, but still noticeable. North of Devil's Lake. This is the storm causing the lightning we were seeing there on the sky cam. Just a little pimple left, but look at these things just percolating in the same spot, not moving. This area here just north of Harvey by about 7.5 miles could be seeing some very significant rain, and there's been hail in the last hour there, upwards of 3/4 of an inch in diameter. The storm cells are now exiting the areas around Winnipeg, heading our way, and they extend all the way down into northeast Montana. But let's take a look at your current conditions. 70 degrees in Hallock, 63 in Grand Forks, holding on to those mid-60s in Lakes Country for you as well. A lot of 60s out there, including in Fargo and Moorhead. We have 71 at Hector, by the way. Southeast winds 11 miles per hour. Dew points are a little sticky tonight. We're in the 50s. A lot of moisture to fuel more precipitation. Now, notice the decreased intensity of the storms. Here's our big system blasting off as we go between 11 and 1 o'clock. It should be out of here. And then we'll watch what happens overnight down by my kneecaps. A few showers and storms possibly percolating in our very far southern counties. Other than that, most of us, if not all of us, will stay quiet after about 1 a.m. 60s in the morning for most, low 60s, and we are on our way to 80 degrees. Today you hit 80 in Grand Forks, another repeat performance tomorrow. East winds 15 miles per hour. Afternoon thunderstorm development in the central part of the valley, but really the main event will come from the south the way things are looking. That's where the best chance at severe weather will be after your 80-degree day. Really sparse activity. Friday, spotty showers and thunderstorms. Again, a few may be on the strong side. With all of this humidity in the area, we'll keep our eyes on that. Looks like more wind as well in your forecast. Best chance for Thursday, strong to maybe marginally severe storms. Marginally severe, 1 or 2 might have some hail. Will be in the Southern Valley. 60 to start your day, 80 to finish. Thunderstorm chances best in the mid-afternoon to early evening in Fargo. Now let's take a look at that Proseed farming forecast as we go through the next 3 days. Unsettled and wet. Sticky fields in places. Temperatures cooling off into the weekend as well with, well, a fall into the mid-60s. Okay, Mother's Day. All smiles because the rain exits and it leaves us for a while, allowing us to get some drier weather, get back out in those fields. And how about temperatures near 80 on Monday, staying in the 70s for most of next week. Next week, Thursday, the best chance of rain. Stacy?
It was looking so green and beautiful outside.
It really has changed.
Yeah.
What a advantage of the rain.
Thanks, Hutch.
Yeah.
Well,